Hello, 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 hi. I am Spantopia, but you can call me Span. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm gonna be doing some juggling today. I've got these. I got them for Christmas one year in a Secret Santa with my friends, I think. But I really like the sound of catching. Pardon. There might be a lot of dropping in this. The sound of catching one of these juggling balls. So, to learn to juggle, you gotta learn to throw up and catch, which was a nice repetitive thing that I would do. Another thing you have to learn to do is to throw consistently up the middle. So you want to throw here, right? You want to throw here. So once you can do that with one ball, you move on to doing it with two. One in each hand, right up the middle. And so much attention to juggling that it's really hard to talk. So whatever the baseline of the story is that's in your brain will come out automatically while you're not focusing on it. So like you gotta keep talking while juggling, and it's really hard to do that. And who knows what will come out of my mouth right now, but it makes you focus on multiple things at once, and it's really, really hard to do. And it makes the intensity of your juggling a lot more intense, you know. Miss. So that one got the table, as did my elbow just now. But you have to learn to throw up a ball. No, to have a nice weighted ball, and you put it in front of you, and you throw the ball up and catch it. So once you can do that without throwing it over here or like that, it's so hard. So once you can throw it up the middle like that with both hands. I mean, you can learn to do both hands at once, but they still have to be doing it in the middle and up, right? So as long as you can do that, and then do it to the other hand, so you go one, up, down. So you want to move your hands, not the way you throw the ball. So you don't want to throw the ball to the other hand, wrong. You want to throw the ball up and catch it. Pardon me. You want to throw the ball up and catch it, but you want to catch it with the other hand, so you throw it up and catch it. Throw it up and catch it. Once you can do that, you want to throw it up, catch it. So you want to throw this one up and throw this one up, and then catch them with the opposite hands. So you throw that one up and catch it, throw that one up and catch it, but throw this one up, and then throw this one up, and then catch this one, and then catch this one. Ready? Up, catch. And then you do the same thing, but you just add in a third number. So it's still throwing up the middle and catching, but you throw, catch, and then it's just back to the two. But you gotta try not let their balls hit each other. If you try not to let the balls hit each other, it works better. So you want to throw it up the middle, and then it's easier to catch. So you go up the middle, catch, middle, catch. So it happens at the same time. So you're catching and you're throwing it up in the middle. So you throw in the middle, catch, throw in the middle, catch, throw, throw. And try not to let them hit each other. Like I said before, try not to let them hit each other. That will be the downfall. But you will get in some good squats. It's more athletic than you think it is. Doing juggling gives you more steps than you think you'll get. And it's a bit more of a workout than I expected when I was first learning anyway. I'm fitter now, I guess, so who knows. Another thing that I find helps me learn how to juggle or be better at juggling is to not watch the balls and not watch my hands. So there's a space in the middle where you're throwing the ball to, right? Which is about here. It's about here. That's where I'm trying to throw the ball to, about there, and catch it. So I want to just focus on the ball. Whatever's in this region is what I want to focus on. So ball. Wrong. Whoops. So ball up, right? So when I'm throwing, I'm going to be looking about here. So I'm not looking at each individual ball or each hand, where they're going. All I'm doing is looking at the function of juggling in this section here. So up. So a lot of time I'm looking at sort of nothing or the wall behind the camera, but I want to focus my energy on the balls in my hands, but not my eyes. My eyes wants to focus on the place where you can see the most amount of the juggling happening at once, which actually in this case is in that camera, but aside. So I want to look, I'm going to keep looking to about where the balls are supposed to be, reaching no higher than is where my eyes are about to go, are supposed to be about, roughly about. Am I making any sense? Let's see. So from here, in my periphery, I can see what my hands are doing, but I'm not focusing on them because to do that would be like, it doesn't work. Even then, still, I was just focusing lower. It's really hard to watch. Or maybe because there's 3 of them and I can only look in one direction at once. But yeah, if you don't try to focus on any singular ball or your hands and just focus in the area where the juggling is, it becomes a lot easier because you're actually watching all 3 balls at once. So it's kind of like watching 6 things and watching nothing at the same time. 3 balls, 2 hands, that's only 5 things. What's the 6th thing? 6th sense. Alright, let's do a little bit more and then I have to stop because my arm hurts, because my arm's been quite sore this last week and a half. I took down a tree, I did some soaring to get rid of a tree that was taking over a stairway at our house. And we're also going to paint the house, so we did lots of sanding of the walls and cleaning and stuff. So now this arm is exhausted, and everything I try and film, I think, oh, this won't be so bad for my arm. Arm still hurts. So videos are shorter, that's all. Alright, so let's do another juggling video. Okay, so try not to watch the individual balls, which I guess is pretty easy in the camera. Can you actually see any of this? This might be a terrible video, but we'll use it anyway. Alright. One moment. Oh, so hard. Alright. I guess it's been quite a few years now since I've known how to juggle and I don't practice enough. Probably like 5 years. I think. I'm not sure. Please excuse any colours that you might be able to see on my fingers or hands because it's blue from painting whales. You'd think watercolour paint would come off your fingers pretty easy because, washes with water. No, it's fine. Also, it's important to know how to stop juggling and catch everything before you drop it. So, like for example, when I find my rhythm going off, or it feels like I'm gonna drop a ball in a minute, I catch and I stop and I start again. So it's good to practice stopping. So you can juggle, but can you stop juggling before it falls to the ground? I find that even once done, I still find it hard to keep control of my balls. Okay, so you juggle, and then you gotta know when to stop. Right? It's good to know when to stop. Otherwise just gonna do juggling one more time. We'll see how long I can go for, and then I will call it a night. Alright, I hope this has been somewhat entertaining, if not relaxing, for you. Alright, ready? Let's see how far I can do. Let's see. No test, no pressure. Okay. That was terrible. Last one. One more. Last one. That one didn't count. Alright, I'm in groove. That was pretty good, I suppose. Counts as the last